Security protocol neutralized. Accessing mainframe.
Let's get started with the details.
All right, we're going to jump right in. No messing around. Because that one thing protecting your entire digital life, well, it's under attack in a way we've never seen before.
I'm talking right now. This isn't some hypothetical what-if situation.
And no, this isn't science fiction. It's the world we live in now.
That's it. That's how long it took. Not even a full minute.
And here's where it gets, honestly, kind of scary. There was this study by Home Security Heroes, and what they found is just wild. Get this, 51%, that's half, of the most common passwords can be cracked by an AI in less than 60 seconds. Half of them, gone in a minute.
So what exactly is this thing? Well, it's a whole new type of password cracker, and it's powered by AI. Let's dig into how it actually works.
Okay, so the tech behind this is called a generative adversarial network. Again, for short. The easiest way to think about it is like two AIs in a competition. You've got the generator AI that's trying to create really convincing fake passwords. And then you have the discriminator AI, whose job is to spot the fakes. They go back and forth millions of times until the generator gets so ridiculously good at making fake passwords that they look exactly like the ones a real person would create. It's literally learning how we think.
And this is the process right here. These tools, like one called Passcan, they're not just guessing at random. That's the old way. No. First, they get trained on these massive databases of real passwords that have already been leaked. We're talking millions of them. From that, they learn our psychology. They figure out our bad habits, how we use common words, how we swap letters for symbols, all that stuff. And then, instead of just brute forcing it, they start generating intelligent guesses, passwords that feel human, that are way more likely to be right.
And the results? They're pretty chilling. That same study found that 65% of common passwords were cracked in less than an hour. Wait a day, and that number climbs to 71%. Give it a month, and it's a whopping 81%. The AI is just constantly learning, constantly getting faster. So, here's the real takeaway. This isn't just about some scary new tech. It's about how that tech is designed to take advantage of us, of our very human, very predictable brains.
You know, research shows we all kind of fall for the same tricks. We use a basic word and then just add a number or a symbol at the end. Or, and we're all guilty of this, we reuse the same password everywhere. So if one site gets hacked, everything is exposed. Or we just tweak an old password a little bit. And of course, using personal info like birthdays or pet names. These aren't just bad habits, they're the exact patterns the AI is looking for.
Okay, look at this. This is the perfect example. You might look at a password like PSSWORD @ and think, hey, that's pretty secure. It's got symbols, numbers, but to an AI, it just sees a pattern. It sees a super common word with a couple of super common substitutions and a symbol tacked on the end. It's not cracking a secret code, it's just recognizing a cliché.
And the numbers don't lie. A 6-character password? Gone in seconds. Even a pretty complex 8-character one can be gone in hours, maybe a couple of days. But look at what happens when you hit 12 characters. See that jump? That's what we need to pay attention to. That's our secret weapon.
So how in the world do we fight back against this? Well, we have to completely change how we think about what makes a password strong. Forget the old rules. They're dead. The new defense is all about one thing.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. This is coming straight from CISA. That's the US government's top cybersecurity agency. The new golden rule is so simple. Length is way more important than complexity. Every single time.
And this classic example just proves it, right? Our supposedly secure password, password $, can be cracked in a few hours. But then you have this long, simple passphrase, correct horse battery staple, just 4 random words. To crack that, it would take a supercomputer longer than the universe has been around. See? Every single character you add makes it exponentially, not just a little bit, but exponentially harder to guess.
And it's not just one agency saying this. All the big players are on the same page. NIST, CISA, Microsoft, they've all thrown out the old 8-character rule. The new standard, moving forward, is at least 14, 15, or even 16 characters long. That's the new baseline.
Okay, so the most important thing to remember is that you absolutely have the power to protect yourself. You can make yourself a much harder target. So let's walk through your ultimate security playbook, step by step.
It all comes down to 4 basic steps.
First, start using passphrases. Second, get a password manager. Third, turn on multi-factor authentication. And fourth, keep an eye out for data breaches. Let's break each one down.
All right, step 1, passphrases. For the few passwords you actually need to remember, like the one for your computer or your password manager, this is the way to go. Just string together 4 to 6 totally random words, something like purple sunflower dancing moonlight. It's super easy for you to remember, but an absolute nightmare for a computer to guess.
Step 2, and this one is pretty much non-negotiable these days, use a password manager. For literally every other account you have, let the manager create and save a unique, super long, totally random password. This is how you stop reusing passwords and take the whole memorization problem off the table. Seriously, this is the gold standard.
Step 3. Multi-factor authentication, or MFA. Turn this on everywhere it's offered. Think of it like a deadbolt on your front door. It's your ultimate safety net, because even if a hacker somehow steals your password, they still can't get in without that second code from your phone or, even better, a physical security key.
And finally, step 4, you gotta stay vigilant. Because even a perfect password can get leaked if a company gets hacked. So, use a service that checks for your email or passwords in data breaches. That way, if you're ever exposed, you get an alert and can change that password immediately.
You know, all of this really brings up a bigger question, doesn't it? We're in this constant arms race with AI that gets smarter literally every day. So, are we just delaying the inevitable? Are passwords themselves just broken at this point?
Yeah, the future is probably passwordless. We're already seeing things like passkeys and biometrics start to take over, but that future isn't quite here yet. The threat, though, it's very real, and it's here today. The goal isn't to be perfect, it's just to be prepared. Make sure you subscribe to stay protected.